Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be doing something that actually has happened before in real life, and I'm going to build a plane that is capable of shooting a projectile and then accelerating faster than that projectile to subsequently shoot itself down, essentially. Now, I found this article. There's actually a couple of instances of this happening, but I think, as far as I could find, this is one of the first recorded instances. On September 21st of 1956, Thomas Attridge, a Grumman test pilot, was conducting a test firing of a 28mm cannon off the coast of New York. So he was at 20,000 feet, then entered a 20-degree nose down, and when he reached 13,000 feet, he fired a 4-second cannon burst. And then he triggered the afterburner, steepened his descent, fired a second burst to empty the magazine, and then continued his descent down to 7,000 feet. And then after about a minute and 2.7 miles from the first volley, he was hit by those first bullets that he had fired. And this actually turned out to be a pretty devastating hit. It actually caused the windshield to buckle, and I think it actually the engine actually ended up losing power because one of the bullets went into one of the engines, and he ended up crash landing and survived with a shattered leg, 3 broken vertebrae, but he did survive the crash. So that was actually a potentially deadly case of a plane shooting itself down. So in the context of Trailmakers, this is almost more of a stunt than anything. And the way that I'm going to attempt to do this is not using like a normal projectile weapon like this right here, because these projectiles I think are going way too fast, and they may even, I don't even know if they disappear after a little bit. And plus, it's a lot harder to tell if those hit you. So to make it much more obvious and much more feasible, we're going to be using this tank cannon here, because you can see it goes at a much slower velocity, and if we get hit by it, it's going to trigger a very, very obvious explosion indicating a success. But looking at that speed right there, I think what's going to have to happen is I'll either have to be at a really high altitude, or I'll have to actually shoot in an upwards trajectory, and then that way I have some time before it starts going back down to the ground. But the main thing here is I need my plane to be able to fly at a slow speed for launching the projectile, and then rapidly pick up speed so we can try to meet the projectile. The tough thing is, can we track it? Are we going to be able to track this projectile mid-air? And even if we can track it, are we going to be able to actually hit it with our own plane? So obviously aerodynamics is going to be a pretty big deal. Okay, fortunately, the tank cannon aerodynamics are actually not too bad. So I think I'm probably just going to strap the tank cannon to the front. That's probably just gonna be the simplest way of handling this. Now, because this is kind of a historical replica kind of like genre of video a little bit, it's like a stunt thing, but it's also kind of like based in reality, based on a true story. I do want this thing to look like a plane and not just be a rocket stick. And it's gonna be hard, I think, to balance the aesthetics of looking like a plane, but also having the functionality of just being able to zoom super fast in a very short amount of time. So like, I'm not sure how to handle my thrust. I think like stacks of thrust in the middle of it, like we're just gonna essentially hide it, is probably just gonna be the simplest method. Probably we can do double stacks side by side like this. Yeah, that's gonna give ourselves a nice body to work with here. All right, I got basically my fuselage built. We're looking pretty good on aerodynamics so far. Let me just see how this feels as far as like speed goes. Oh yeah, this is our rocket stick right here. We don't actually have much for control yet, other than we do have a tail and just seat control for roll right now, which is surprisingly effective. Actually, this thing is surprisingly good. I have no gyros or anything on this for steering assistance right now. Whoa, how's it looking from the flight perspective? Ready? That thing goes fast. I can see it though. Okay, there's potential. Something weird happened there. Let's hope that doesn't become an issue, whatever that was. I think there's potential for this to work. I think we can do this. All right, do a control check. Let's see if these wings are enough to give me some decent lift. Oh yeah, look at that velocity. Okay. No. Well, let's test our roll now. All right. Oh my goodness, way too floaty. All right, center of lift feels a little far back. Let's try some stuff here. Put these on the front. I feel like they would help with some directional stability. Whoa. All right. Well, now I definitely feel like I fly much straighter. My pitch feels way more stable with those little tail fins up in the front. Nose fins, I guess. Yeah, this is feeling pretty good now. It's just my roll is like super floaty and hard to control. It just like keeps going. It doesn't level up. When my wings level off, when my flaps level off, my roll doesn't stop. I just kind of like, if I tap it, I just kind of float through it once I release it, which isn't ideal. Ideally, you would want it to just stop, which a gyro could help with. Actually, we have plenty of room for that kind of gyro. I might just use the gyro to make it feel more realistic and have an easier job at making it feel more realistic. All right, that's much better. The gyro gives good dampening to the turning, so it works. All right, we've got pretty decent control. I don't have gyro pitch, but I feel like my tail by itself, the way that my plane is designed, is actually not too bad. Doesn't look too bad for a plane. Let's actually paint it up. Yeah, it's pretty fast. I should actually see how fast this thing goes in a straight line. All right, we are all painted up. It's all right. I'm not the best at paint jobs. But let's go ahead and fly this thing and see if we can catch up with our own projectile. So I kind of want to see what happens if I just go straight. Let's actually try to first replicate. Let's try to first replicate the original trajectory. So the difference here is I don't think our projectiles are going to be subject to air resistance, because what allowed it to happen was that, you know, obviously your projectiles go really, really fast out of the barrel, but then they are soon going to slow down to a terminal velocity, whereas our jet can input thrust, more thrust into the system to accelerate down with gravity going past terminal velocity and catching up with the bullets. So he said he was like down about 20 degrees. This is like 45 degrees, but let's go ahead and shoot, and then we're gonna put on the afterburner. There we go. All right, afterburner is active. Wait, this is actually kind of working. This is actually kind of working. This is gonna work. We're totally gonna do this in this video. That was almost the first try. All right, we can actually do it facing down too. I thought I was gonna have to face up because of how fast it goes. You know what? If we get this really quick, I'm gonna try it with the machine gun. All right, so here we go. We're flying. We aim down. Shoot. Apply the afterburner. Oh my goodness, we're catching up. Oh, we're catching up. There it goes. Where is it? Oh, I missed it. All right, how fast do I go in a straight line? I didn't even see what that was. All right, we're in kilometers an hour. Definitely nowhere close to the speed of sound. Looks like 750, 760 kilometers an hour. All right, let's, we're gonna try to level off and go as straight as possible. So that way we only have to worry about our pitch. We should just stay in line with it. All right, so there we go, it's going down. Let's slow down a bit actually first. All right, angle down about 20 degrees. Fire, go down, hit the afterburner. There it is, there it is. Oh, it's hard to judge because I'm looking at a two-dimensional screen. It's hard to judge exactly where I'm at in relation to the projectile. But obviously, all the elements are here. It's physically possible. I just got to get my aim down. Fire, afterburner, let's go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, we just did it. Took our tail off. It wasn't as destructive as I wanted it to be because we hit our tail. We really need to hit the nose for like a good destruction. All right, there's we can push this. Now it's not only is it possible, it's like so doable that we can start pushing this, but I do want to get like a nice front hit to completely destroy the plane. All right, hit the afterburner. This is easy, way easier than I was expecting it to be. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's so hard to tell how far away, how close or how fast I'm approaching it. Alrighty, there it goes. I don't even know where it went. Oh, I heard it. I heard the little zip behind me there. I don't even need, like, honestly, I don't even need that much altitude to pull this off. Especially if I fly, like if I shoot it more level. That actually, no, this is still doable. No, it's not. Okay, never mind. Got a little bit too overconfident there. All right, there we go. Just becomes like a little pixel out there. Oh, this one went fast. Oh, this one went really fast. I'm having trouble catching up with it. All right, that one was weird. Did I have like just a fast initial velocity or something? There it goes. Oh, ooh, that was a close one. I really want to get a nice hit. All right, there it goes. Oh, that one might have been too fast. It does keep the velocity of the plane. This one we have a lot of catching up to do. Look at that go. Look at that go. Wow, that one was way too fast. All right, I gotta keep track of my initial velocity because that seems to make a big difference on if I'm gonna be able to catch up with it in time. All right, my speedometer is being extremely unreliable. Look at it. It's like, it's locking in at numbers. Like I'm definitely not, what is going on here? How am I supposed to tell how fast I'm going? There we go, that's what I need. All right, well, here we go. All right, let's go, let's go. Let's go. Oh, I got way off track. There it is. Just gotta go back, turn towards it. Oh, that was way closer than I expected with how off track I got. We almost did a side swipe. Okay, and fire. Where is it going? I don't, oh, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. Oh, there it is. Wait, oh, it just went so far away, it looked like. Oh, it disappeared. Oh, these things do have a time limit. Man, I got that first one so quick, I thought it was gonna be easier to get like another, like a good hit. But this is actually, now it's taking me a while to even hit it. I think I may have gotten lucky there. All right, there we go. Oh, I just zoomed ahead of it. Oh my God, I'm kind of regretting not having gyros assisting my pitch, because my pitch is getting a little bit finicky. Okay, there it goes. Downwards trajectory. Come on. I feel like I'm chasing a bee. All right, we're shooting down again. Triggering the afterburner. Chasing ahead of it. Oh, the whole tail went off this time. That was a good hit. It was a good view the whole time. I'm going to accept that, and let's swap to the machine gun projectiles, and let's just see, is this even going to be possible? I don't think this is going to be reasonable. I think the projectiles are going to go way too fast. Like, I remember in space, on the space map, where we don't have any drag, we were able to catch up with it with our own projectiles, but for this, I don't think this is going to realistically happen. All right, so I could do like minigun. I think I'm just going to do 4 tiny cannons like this. And they're just gonna all fire at the same time. It'll give a little bit of a bigger area to go after. Yeah, so then we'll just fire a couple of those. And let's see if we can even catch up with them. All right, let's go really slow to start off with. All right, and fire. There's no way. Is there a way? I can't see them anymore. I don't think there's a way. Like, maybe if I'm stationary. Here, let's just slow down way down by doing a 180. We'll fire up a little bit and then go. All right, I can see those ones up there and they're disappearing. See, I think the problem here is these probably have a lifespan as well. And I probably could catch up to them given enough time. But by the time I start closing in the distance, they're probably gonna disappear. It's really unfortunate. Like, there they go. Oh, then they disappear. All right, well, I think that answers the question for these projectiles. It's just, this is not possible in these conditions. Lasers, I'm pretty sure, are even faster. What about rockets? Definitely not EMPs, because EMPs have a very short lifespan. Well, let's try to fly into our own rocket, which I feel like is gonna be not a problem at all. I think rockets are like even slower, but they might have a shorter lifespan, which could make it not that doable. Should be easier to follow those since we'll have a trail. All right, here we go. And we are off. Oh yeah, this is gonna be no problem. This is gonna be pretty cool too though. Fire, trigger the afterburner. Look at this. Look at this. This one is so much. Oh, it disappeared. Dang it. Oh, I was in the zone. I was just following it. I was just playing at that point. All right, we have much more limited time with the rockets apparently, so that does give a little bit of an extra challenge here. All right, come on, catch up, catch up, catch up. Oh, all right, we'll get this one. I'm gonna say 3 more tries or less, 3 or less tries. All right, try number 1. Afterburner, which is just my main thrust. Come on, go, get it. Oh, it disappeared. All right, attempt number 2. Oh, I'm way off. Oh, that was close though. And attempt number 3. What? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That was it. All right, well, my prediction was wrong. How many attempts is it actually going to take? Oh, the pitch is very unreliable. This would have heavily benefited from some gyro pitch, but dealing with what I'm working with right now. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We don't. Go. Ooh. Here it goes. Here it goes. Oh, here it goes. There it is. It's always the tail. It is always the tail. I really want a nice cockpit collision, but that seems like I should accept the victories I've gotten. I really should. Getting just the tail blown off is a little bit anticlimactic, I got to admit. Oh, that was so close. Ooh. Oh, no, I thought that was it. Oh. Get it? Dang it. Oh. Well, I got another hit, but yeah, tail it is. It is actually extremely, like, way more difficult to get the nose of the creation. I think part of that, you know, it also might be just the nature of how explosions work. I think in my experience, when you're going very fast and you hit an explosive, the time that the explosion takes to apply damage ends up taking a couple of frames so that your vehicle actually kind of goes through the explosion before it takes damage. So when you're going at high velocities, the explosions tend to gravitate towards the back of your vehicle just by nature. I've had it where if you're going fast enough and you have a rocket hit your tail, you take no damage because you actually speed away from the explosion before it has a chance to damage you. So we're probably seeing that kind of effect here. But all in all, a successful video. We built a plane that fires a projectile and can then speed up enough to get ahead of its own projectile and shoot itself out of the air. So if you guys enjoyed this video, you'll probably enjoy some more you can find right here on the end screen. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.